Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Left Group's event on loss and damage on the sidelines of the COP27. I would like to thank you for being with us, and I would also like to thank all our speakers and all the participants who are online. And hopefully, as we go through the event, more people will manage to get through our security in the door and be with us. Now, we are very happy to have to hold this event because this is the third year, the third COP actually in a row, where the left has asked for the EU to have a side event on loss and damage. We have never managed to do that yet, but I would like to spend the next, my opening remarks on why this is important for us. And I think that we will have the chance to hear on the moral issue, which is very clear that we have a situation where the people least responsible for the climate catastrophe right now and the people who are least able to respond, the least able to shelter, and the least able to recover are being asked to pay by the people who are responsible, which is the global north. This is an opportunity where we have seen, we're very happy to see that on the opening of COP27, the loss and damage issue was finally on the agenda, and we would like to spend some more time to discuss the ramifications for the global architectural system. It is very clear that the billions discussed in the past are not adequate to cover the loss and damage that is happening and is going to happen, and that needs a very different system to shore up the trillions of finance necessary that we read about on reports. We have, as the Parliament, in our resolution, we called for the creation of loss and damage financial facility, and we also call for, we also point out a very interesting point that, namely that private finance is inherently problematic for use in adaptation and loss and damage. That would have to mean that we would have to create new sources of revenue, new finance to go forward. And this is what we demand. We see the situation now with an unclear definition of what exactly is climate finance. We see a lot of climate finance flowing from the north to the south in the form of loans and not grants. And this is quite an oxymoron situation because these are countries which part of the reason why they cannot afford to take care of their populations, as we recently saw in Pakistan, is that they don't have the fiscal space to do it because they are indebted to the global north. So we are asking for debt justice, be it cancellation, be it relief, being debt for climate swaps. We also support calls for debt suspension clauses following debt catastrophes. And we want to see long-term grants-based climate finance. There are a lot of ways to do it, but one thing that we have to keep in mind is two numbers, and I will close with that. Last week, we had the opportunity to speak to the Minister of Pakistan, who explained to us that the loss and damage created by the monsoon on steroids that happened in Pakistan last 2 months ago cost the country about 40 billion euros. Now, Pakistan is responsible for less of 1% of global emissions. The European Union is the largest donor of relief to Pakistan up to date, and the number of the amount of money that the European Union has granted to Pakistan is 33 million euros. That's less than 1% of the loss and damage evicted. So this is obviously a number that's not going to cut it. And now another number is that we have seen a week ago, less than a week ago, the profits of the 7 largest fossil companies on the planet, and they amount to $173 million. And for the first 9 months, they are projected to go over $200 billion on the year, about 225, and this is twice the amount that the global north is going to be paying as climate finance to the Global South. So we are very excited to go to COP27 and work with all the people in the Global South who are seeking justice. There can be no climate justice without social justice, and this is not only about North and South. This is also an issue that is very much pertinent to our societies in the global North, because here as well we are in a situation where the richest 1% is polluting, is emitting way more than the poorest, and we have a situation where we need to talk about loss and damage in Europe, and we need to find a way to redistribute wealth and damage across our societies and across our planet. This is a make or break moment in terms of the global trust, and it is high time after 27 years that the issue of justice is the central issue at the COP27. Let's see what happens, and again, thank you for being with us today, and I will pass the floor to my colleague Idoia Villanueva, who will be moderating the first panel. Thank you very much.